Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare empowered by the Lord to do certain activities which no one else can comprehend those kind of activities. Only Prabhupada could do that. Because he was specially to do some empowered by the Lord to do specific service for the pleasure of the Lord. So I was singing this song before we started in the evening around 6 o'clock. And Prabhupada was praying to Krishna. And he is saying that I'm helpless. I'm helpless without the mercy of you. So that means every one of us, we are just like a child and in front of God, and we have to cry like a child for the help of the parents. So Krishna is our parents, and we have to get help from him. And that's how Prabhupada is approaching Krishna when he came to Boston. He didn't know anybody, he had no help, he didn't know where to go. So he was writing this poem and completely surrendering himself to Krishna. That I have no other way to achieve anything. I have no qualification, I have no education, I don't know what to do, but since you have brought me in this place, I am sure that you have something for me to do. Otherwise, why you have brought me here? Because after all, this place is full of what? Full of Maya, illusion. Full of Maya. Everybody is into intoxication and all kinds of self-gratification, and they will not take any interest in the Bhagavata Katha, in the Katha of Krishna. But Prabhupada said to Krishna in his prayers, but if you make my word suitable, and if you think that my words are pure enough, then this word will penetrate in their ears and it will go in their heart, and there can be change. And that's what we see. Srila Prabhupada's words were so powerful, because whatever he spoke, it was dictated by the Lord from within. Even Prabhupada said the books that he was writing, that is not his own writing. He just wrote it. But actually those words are meant from Krishna from within. So that's why sometimes you see, Srila Prabhupada will tell his disciple, read my purport. Read the slokas, read the translation, read the purport. And Prabhupada himself will write, he will read the purport of his own purport that he wrote. Why? Because he knew those purports are not actually his own words, it was words of Krishna. So that's why Prabhupada, the achievement that he achieved in the world, no one has ever achieved. Although it's very, very rare that you can see like this. The Prabhupada at the age of 70, he came to America. He had only $4, which is nothing. He had no families. He had no help from anybody, not even from his god brothers. He came alone, just depending on Krishna, and he had firm faith in the words of his spiritual master. And this is how he came, and look at the result. Within 10 years' time, Prabhupada has established over 108 temples around the world. He has 14 times globally traveled all over the world, 14 times. And he wrote over 75 different kinds of books in English. It was only possible because he had the Shakti of Krishna.
And some
shloka. So, Prabhupada had the Shakti from Krishna, because it is said in the Srimad Bhagavatam that Kali Yuge Dharmahai Nam Sankirtan Krishna Shakti Vinanahi Tahar Prabhu. In this age of Kali Yuga, the Yuga Dharma is Sankirtan. But if you want to preach and if you want to give this message to others, then you have to have the Shakti of Krishna. Then it's only possible. So whatever Prabhupada did, Hare Krishna. Whatever Prabhupada did, it is all the credit he gave to Krishna and his spiritual master. He did not take any credit. This is the sign of a pure devotee. Generally in the material world, as soon as we do something, we want to get the credit. We want our name. But Prabhupada said, no, I want to give this name to Krishna. Whatever I have done, it is only by His mercy I accepted it, and by the mercy of my children. So when Prabhupada was asked by some devotees in India that why Prabhupada, why don't you give this name International Society for God Consciousness or some other consciousness? But Prabhupada said, no, I have to give the name Krishna Consciousness. Because if I put God consciousness, then there will be mistake because there are so many gods. But Prabhupada said to his disciple that Krishna is the Supreme Personal Godhead. There is no other Supreme Personal Godhead beside Krishna. So he gave this name of this institution, International Society for Krishna Consciousness. In short, it is called. So this is Prabhupada. So, and then if you want to know more about Prabhupada, then you can read Prabhupada's Lilamrita. There is beautiful books written by his disciples, Prabhupada Lilamrita. And if you read it, you can know Prabhupada how much work he has put to establish this movement. We all don't know. He used to only sleep for 2 hours. Can you imagine at the age of 70, 75, he is sleeping only for 2 hours. And most of the time he was engaged in the service of the Lord or translating the books. He wouldn't sleep more than 2 hours to 3 hours. And living was very simple. And then in this age, without any help, he was traveling all over the world. Later on, he made some disciples. When he came to America, he had no help, so he went to the Thompson Square Park in New York, and he sat down there, and what he did, he didn't have a karta, he was playing some instrument, and he was playing that and was chanting Hare Krishna. Then slowly the young boys and girls, they came forward, the Swami, what are you doing? He said, I'm chanting, if you all want to join, you can join me. So they started joining, and they were also chanting and dancing with Swamiji, and later on they all became his disciples. Because of the power of the chant. And because of what? Pure devotees association. So by hearing Prabhupada lecture, that means you're going to associate with Srila Prabhupada. So that's why it's very nice. I know you all individually hear Prabhupada, but when you collectively hear Prabhupada lecture, it has got more strength. No doubt.
Prabhupada Kama Dui Ayudhya Mila Rupa Vrindavan. So Lord Chaitanya informed Sanatana Goswami that your two other brothers, I met them at Prayag and they have started for Vrindavan. Lord Chaitanya deputed the Sanatana Goswami and Rupa Goswami to excavate the glories of Vrindavan. Before Lord Chaitanya, the Vrindavan city was not there. The present Vrindavan city was not there. It was all forgotten practically, but